EPA meteorologist Bobby Martich here with your outlook for December 4th, 2024. It is Wednesday. Welcome to Wild Weather Wednesday, brought to you by Pure Sight and Sound. What do heads of multinational corporations, media magnates, physicians all over eastern Pennsylvania, NFL players, movie makers, and the mom and dad down the street all have in common? All of them have hired Pure Sight and Sound for their home or business audio video projects. The top builders and architects know that the right choice is always Pure Sight and Sound, home of the Grandma Guarantee, where the only drama is on the screen. Call Ed at the phone number above me here in the video, 570-992-2992, or visit them on the web at puresightandsound.com. Call today and be sure to mention that you heard it on the EPAWA video. You'll be glad that you did. They are Pure Sight and Sound Incorporated, proud sponsor of the Wednesday video forecast. So we have don't want to use the word clipper because it's technically not a clipper. I know it's being advertised that on the media, and I actually mentioned that earlier in the week when it was looking more of like a clipper. This is actually technically a strong shortwave moving through the Great Lakes and the Northeast, and it's going to have a very strong cold front with cold air advection associated with it. So that is what it is. Okay, it's not technically an Alberta clipper, so it is just a strong shortwave moving through the Great Lakes Northeast, and that is going to bring an increase in clouds today, and then overnight tonight we are going to have some snow showers, and that is going to be kind of intermittent overnight, and then we're going to have the front itself move through very early on Thursday, almost like a squall line type thing but it's not going to be thunderstorms, but it is going to have snow with it for most areas, except for southeastern areas, which may just have a mix of rain and snow as that moves through. So let's get over the NAM high-res future simulated radar. I'm starting this off at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, moving this forward, because you're going to have some of these snow showers making it in northeast PA already this evening. We've had those over the last couple of days, but those were lake effect enhanced snowfall. This is a little bit different. So you will have some more activity moving through in the late evening and overnight period. You can see that it gets a little bit further south this time and moves right across northern New Jersey. And this will continue intermittently overnight. Well, you have some overnight snow showers, and then here's the cold front coming through in association with that low off to the north. The cold front is sitting back here like this, right? And ahead of that, you have these bands of snow along that line as it moves through, and that is going to move through very early on Thursday morning, as you can see here, and that moves all the way to the coast here. But you see some rain and snow mix down here as you get southeast of I-95. So what we're expecting here is when you get in areas northwest of this line here, you could have a coating to an inch of snow across our region. And when you get up here in the higher elevations north of these regions here, up here, you could have greater than an inch, but maybe some isolated amounts to as high as 3 inches, and that will be in the highest elevations above 1,200 feet is what we sent out yesterday in our text alert. So that's what we have for today. It's not a lot of snow, but it is some snow, okay? And we're going to get some areas getting anywhere between a coating and an inch from this entire event. That's all it is. It's not a big deal. What is a big deal is behind it, and that is the wind that's going to follow this system. Once that cold front moves through, we're going to have an initial burst of wind that's going to come across south central Pennsylvania. I would say the burst is going to be mainly these areas south of that line, southwest of that line there, where you have the opportunity for some wind gusts that are going to be in the 40 to 50 mile per hour range when it first comes through. Okay, so you can see that here. There's some 50 gusts right around Philadelphia and all the way into South Jersey. Here's some lower 50s, in fact, showing across parts of South Jersey. So there's going to be some power outages with this. But this is in the morning. This is all in the morning here. And then after that, we have some gusts that are going to be generally between 30 and 40 miles per hour with some peak gusts in the lower 40s to follow that during the afternoon, okay? And this is going to go all the way through the evening hours, and then we're going to start to slowly diminish once we get past 9 o'clock tonight into the overnight hours, but it's still going to be 10 to 15, gusting 20 to 25, some peak gusts to 30 overnight, okay? And that's going to remain in place here on Friday, where we have 15 to 25 common gust and peaks that are going to be as high as 30 miles per hour here on Friday. So a breezy day on Friday as well in the wake of that, although we will be partly cloudy with those breezy conditions here on Friday. So these snow showers that we're talking about coming in very early, once that passes, there still could be some lake effect snow showers in the wake of that, very similar to what we had each of the past couple of days, where we had some lake effect, snow showers, snow squalls moving through. The wind direction is going to be off the lakes, and you can see all this activity here. That is going to make it, I know it's not really shown here later in the day on Thursday, but that is going to make it into parts of our region here during the afternoon and evening on Thursday as well, even though we're going to become partly cloudy after those snow showers move away and then turning windy. Once you have that wind direction come off the lakes in this direction, these can survive pretty far, especially with how high the wind is. And the wind is going to be that high because of a pressure gradient, and we talked about here the last couple of days. Get to the afternoon here, lines of equal pressure here are by these isobars, and that's these black lines here, and they're very closely aligned here. So that aligned flow is going to allow for those windy conditions here on Thursday. Okay, not as windy on Friday because this is going to be pulling away. And here's Friday. You see these lines of equal pressure are farther apart. That means the wind's going to be less. It's still going to be breezy on Friday, just not quite as windy as it will be on Thursday afternoon and evening. And then once we get past that point, we are just breezy, so to speak, after that point. High pressure is going to move in here for the weekend. There will be a system moving off to our north here. There may be in the far northeastern corner of Pennsylvania a couple snow showers with this, but most of the area is just going to be a partly cloudy day here on Saturday. Still cold. We're going to be very cold in the wake of this clipper, though. Highs barely getting above freezing, if at all, on Friday, and then Saturday is going to be in the middle 30s, either side of the middle 30s for highs. But then that's going to be it. After that, we have some warmer air coming into the region, and that's going to start coming in here on Sunday with temperatures getting back into the 40s. And then we have some rain moving in here either late Sunday night or during the day here on Monday is more likely with some scattered showers, and that might linger into Tuesday as well, and maybe even Wednesday of next week until this finally pulls through, and then we start finally cooling down. But we're going to have a surge of warmth coming into this region in the Monday-Tuesday time frame, where we're going to have temperatures that are going to be about near average on Monday, but then Tuesday we're going to be certainly above average with temperatures back in the 50s until that front clears by midweek, and that's probably going to stay that way next Wednesday as well. And then we'll have temperatures come down in the wake of that, and once that cold front finally moves through. But this does look like it's going to be predominantly rain, if not entirely rain, for most of the region for this stretch that we're talking about here in early next week. This is not going to be something that produces snow. It doesn't look like right now, and it does look like that week after that is going to be leaning on the warmer side of average. But there is still some signals that once we get toward the end of the month, toward the end of December, and then heading into January, we'll return to the colder temperatures once again. I'm EPAWA meteorologist Bobby Marters. That is your outlook for December 4th, 2024. Have a great Wednesday.